So this is the advancement of the previous chapter, that is trigonometry, the applications of trigonometry. So in this, what we will be basically doing is we will be calculating the distances, heights, or in advanced portion we will be calculating you should have the knowledges of the previous chapter, that is trigonometry. You should know the basic or fundamental ratios, that is the ratio of sine, cos, and tan. You should have knowledge of these. Now, starting with this, suppose we have an object which is having some height, and we are looking at the top of that object standing at a distance away from that height. Let's say that the heighted object is our tower. Suppose we are standing at some distance from this tower, and we are looking at the top of this tower. Then the angle formed from the horizontal to the top of the tower is known as angle of elevation, and the line joining the eye of the observer and the height of the tower is called the line of sight. Right, if we draw this on day to day life also, we see that whenever, suppose we are standing here at this position on the ground, and some plane is coming or some bird is flying, we see it with our eyes, and the angle formed with the ground is called the angle of elevation. Suppose that bird comes to this point after some time. It is flying in a straight line, and it comes to bird moves towards you, and the moment when the bird reaches your top, the angle of elevation becomes equals to 90 degree. Right now, what is angle of depression? What angle of depression is, suppose you are standing at some height, right? Suppose you are standing in your terrace and you are looking at a bike which is coming towards you. Suppose this one is our bike which is coming towards you. Now, the horizontal level with which your eye makes, that is equals to 0 degree. Now, as you look downwards, you will bend your head towards the ground, and the angle subtended by your eye is known as the angle of depression when you're standing at some height and you are looking at an object lower than your height. In this case also, suppose here you're standing on a tower and watching an object which is at some point on the ground. This is the horizontal level of the eye of the observer, and this one is the angle of depression. Suppose after some time the object moves towards the observer, the angle moves, the angle of depression increases further. So if we say that these are the two parallel lines, and again this is a transversal which is intersecting these two parallel lines, then we can say that alternate angles will be equal. That means the angle of depression will be equal to this angle, and in this case also this angle will become equal to this angle, and this angle will become equal to this angle. So this is the fundamental of this chapter. Now consider an example. Suppose a tower stands vertically on the ground. From a point on the ground which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. We are asked that we are standing at a distance of 15 meter from the tower and we are watching the top of the tower, right? And the angle of elevation that we are making is 60 degrees. That means this angle is given to us is 60 and the distance is 15 meters. So what trigonometric ratios you can use to find the height of this tower? You can use any of the ratios, sine, cos and tan, but to remove the calculations or to not make the question lengthy, we'll choose tan, because tan of 60 is tan is the ratio of perpendicular to the base. So here our perpendicular distance is the height of the tower and base is the distance uh, of the person standing. So tan 60 is root 3. Height of the tower we have to calculate, and distance from the tower is 15. So the height of the tower will be 15 root 3 meters. This way you have to solve the questions of this chapter. Suppose in this question we are given that an observer 1.5 meter tall is 28.5 meters away from a chimney. The angle of elevation of the top of the chimney from her eyes are 45 degree. What is the height of the chimney? Right, we are asked that what will be the height of this chimney. So in this question the angle of elevation formed by this person is 45 degree and she is standing 28.5 meter from this tower, right, from this point. So tan of 45 will be equal to the ratio of this side to the distance. So tan of 45 is 1. Height of this chimney is AB, right? But here we are taking the height parallel from the point which is parallel to the eye of the observer, that is AE, upon the distance, that is 28.5. So the distance or the height of the tower or the top point of the tower will be 28.5 meters high from the eye of the observer. That is this distance height. We are given that our observer is also 1.5 meter tall. So total height of our chimney will be this much, that is AE plus EB. So the final height of the chimney will be 30 meters. Now an example 6, the angle of depression of the top and the bottom of an 8 meter tall building from the top of a multi-storied buildings are 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. Find the height of the multi-story building, right? So the angle of depression of top and bottom of an 8 meter tall building, in this figure, this side AB, this side AB is our 8 meter tall building which we are viewing from a multi-storied building, that is PC. PC is our multi-story building. We can say that it is given the angle of depression of top, the angle of depression of top portion of that 8 meter building is 30 degree. That means this angle is 30 degree, and the angle of depression of the bottom of this 8 meter building is 45 degrees. That means this angle is given to us as 45 degrees. This was for 30 degree, then this angle will also be equals to 30 degree. Now we can calculate, that is, the length of PC is given to us. Now we have to find the PC will be equals to PD plus DC. Now in triangle, now in triangle PAC, first let's talk about triangle PAC. In triangle PAC, the side PC upon AC is equals to 1045, that is 1. So this height will be equals to this distance. Now PC is equals to PD plus DC. Therefore this PD plus DC will be equals to AC also. Now let's talk about triangle PBD, which is right angled at D. PD upon DB will be equals to 1030 degree. We've seen that 1030 is 1 by root 3. So BD will become PD root 3. Now we'll substitute the values. Here PD plus 8 is equals to DB. So why is that? Because this PD plus 8 is the height of the building. Since AB is equals to DC, therefore PD plus 8 will be equals to this BD. Why? Because BD was equals to AC and AC was equals to PC, which is equals to PD root 3. Now you will get the value of PD. Once you get the value of PD, you will get the value of PC by adding 8 to it, and PC is equals to AC. So from there you will get the value of AC. This way you are going to solve the questions given in this chapter.